What happens when one of Hollywood's biggest stars steps onto a morning show and things completely derail? When what should have been a calm interview turns into a verbal showdown nobody expected. That's exactly what unfolded when Mark Wahlberg sat down with Michael Strahan on Good Morning America. What began as a simple appearance to promote a film quickly became one of the most heated moments in morning TV. Wahlberg arrived on set expecting a normal chat about his latest movie. The crew was ready, the audience was quiet, and Strahan started with his trademark smile and charm. But the tone shifted fast when he asked, "Mark, great to have you here. You've had an incredible career, from music to acting to business, but there's been talk about some old comments of yours resurfacing. How do you feel about people looking at your past interviews now?" Wahlberg's face changed instantly. He leaned back, paused, and said firmly, "Michael, with all respect, I came here to talk about my new film, not to revisit things said years ago in different contexts. That's not why I'm here." Strahan didn't let it go. "I understand, Mark, but you have to know when you're in the public eye. Questions like these come with the territory. People want to know where you stand today." Wahlberg leaned forward, his voice sharper. "I've made it clear where I stand. I've grown, I've evolved, and I've been open about my journey. But what I won't do is sit here and be ambushed with questions that have nothing to do with why I came." The air in the studio got tense. The crew shifted uncomfortably, and the audience went silent. Strahan's smile thinned. "Ambushed? Come on, Mark, this is Good Morning America. I'm doing my job." Wahlberg gave a tight laugh. "You're a host, Michael, not an investigator. This isn't 60 Minutes. You're trying to get a viral clip, and you know it." Strahan straightened up. "Hold on. You don't get to come here and tell me how to do my job. I ask questions our audience cares about." "Then you should have told me that up front," Wahlberg shot back. "Maybe your team should have said, 'Hey, Mark, we're not promoting your film today. We're dragging up old headlines.'" Strahan leaned forward. "We don't tailor interviews to make guests comfortable. If you only want easy questions, there are other shows." Wahlberg's frustration showed. "I don't need easy questions. I just expect honesty and respect." Strahan replied, "Respect goes both ways, Mark. Our audience deserves honesty, too." Wahlberg shook his head, trying to stay calm. "Honesty? How about not creating fake drama? How about talking about the hundreds of people who worked hard on this film instead of chasing views?" Strahan's tone rose. "You think I need clickbait? This is one of the top morning shows in America." Wahlberg muttered, "Could have fooled me," and the mic caught it. "What was that?" Strahan demanded. "Say it clearly." Wahlberg met his eyes. "I said, could have fooled me. This feels like a gimmick. You brought me here under false pretenses." The crowd was frozen now. Strahan repeated, "False pretenses? Every guest knows we ask real questions. That's not deceit." Wahlberg's reply was cold. "There's a line between challenging and antagonizing. And right now you're being antagonistic." "Antagonistic because I asked about your own words?" Strahan said. "Maybe I'm just trying to provoke some honesty." Wahlberg's jaw tightened. "You think I need rehearsed lines to talk about my life? That's insulting." "Then answer the question," Strahan pushed. "I'm answering it by calling out this setup," Wahlberg said. Strahan gave a harsh laugh. "You're a millionaire movie star. You can handle a few hard questions." Wahlberg's voice rose. "This isn't about handling questions. It's about being blindsided. That's not professional." Strahan shot back. "Professional? That's rich coming from someone known for walking off sets." Wahlberg leaned forward. "Excuse me?" "You heard me," Strahan said. "You've got a reputation for being difficult." Wahlberg's anger flared. "Difficult? I expect professionalism. That's all." "No," Strahan said. "You just can't handle being challenged." Wahlberg's eyes narrowed. "You want to talk about substance? Let's talk about how morning shows chase viral clips instead of real conversations." "Hosts like me?" Strahan demanded. "You're questioning my credibility?" "As an interviewer, yeah," Wahlberg said flatly. "You care more about your brand than the truth." "My brand?" Strahan said loudly. "I've earned my place in this business. Don't question that. I'm not questioning your career. I'm questioning how you're handling this." "Maybe the problem is you can't take the heat," Strahan said. Wahlberg laughed bitterly. "The heat? I've faced real critics. This isn't heat." This is petty. Petty? Strahan said. You came here, agreed to talk, and now you're angry because the questions aren't what you expected. I came in good faith, Wahlberg said. Good faith that clearly wasn't returned. Show some good faith to the audience, then, Strahan said. Answer the questions. Wahlberg shook his head. This isn't an interview. It's an interrogation. Maybe it feels that way because you have something to hide, Strahan said. Wahlberg froze. What did you just say? Maybe you're defensive because you don't want to face certain things. Wahlberg's voice dropped. You don't know me, Michael. You don't know what I've lived through. I know what's been reported, Strahan said. The public record speaks for itself. Out of context quotes and hit pieces, Wahlberg snapped. Everyone else is wrong and you're right? Strahan said. No, Wahlberg replied. But ambushing me isn't journalism. You keep saying ambush, Strahan said. This is a conversation you're losing. Wahlberg laughed in disbelief. Losing? You think this is about winning? I'm not backing down, Strahan said. Uncomfortable? Wahlberg said. I've been thrown through windows in movies. What makes me uncomfortable is dishonesty. Dishonesty? Strahan's voice rose. You think I'm being dishonest? I think you're pretending this is genuine when it's not. I'm holding you accountable, Strahan said. Accountable? Who made you the judge? Wahlberg said coldly. The viewers did, Strahan replied. They expect real questions. Wahlberg's patience broke. Real questions need fairness. What you're doing isn't journalism, it's theater. At least I'm honest about what I'm doing, Strahan said. Can you say the same? You're questioning my honesty now, Wahlberg said. I came here in good faith. You came here with a script. You attacked me first, Strahan said. You're gaslighting me. Don't use that word, Strahan snapped. You're deflecting. I'm recognizing the trap, Wahlberg said. Everything's a trap to you, Strahan said. You think everyone's against you. What I think, Wahlberg said, is that you care more about drama than truth. Truth? Strahan said. You can't handle being treated like everyone else. Wahlberg stood up. My ego? You act like you're untouchable. Maybe I am, Strahan said. This is Good Morning America. Millions watch this. I respect the platform, Wahlberg said, but I won't be disrespected on it. Strahan rose too. Disrespected? I've been polite this whole time. You've been provoking me, Wahlberg shot back. You can't handle reality, Strahan said. You live in a bubble. Wahlberg laughed harshly. If I were crumbling, I'd have left already. The fact that I'm still here shows patience. Patience? Strahan said. You started this. No, you did, Wahlberg said. Everyone saw it. It was one question, Strahan said. One question that was loaded, Wahlberg replied. You turned it into this, Strahan said. Because I knew where it was going, Wahlberg answered. You're paranoid, Strahan said. You're manipulative, Wahlberg countered. You think I need to sabotage anyone for ratings? Strahan snapped. I already have them. And yet you're still doing this, Wahlberg said. Because I won't back down, Strahan said. Then maybe you should learn what professionalism means, Wahlberg said. We're done here, Strahan said. Now that you've got your viral clip? Wahlberg said. No, Strahan said flatly. Because this isn't productive. It never was, Wahlberg replied. You set it up that way. I asked a fair question, Strahan said. You turned it into chaos. It was never fair, Wahlberg said. You wanted a spectacle. Then leave, Strahan said. Walk off. Wahlberg stared at him for a long moment. I didn't cause this, he said quietly. But I'll finish what I came to say for the viewers. Strahan crossed his arms. Now you want to talk about the film. Wahlberg shook his head. No, not after this. So you're leaving? Strahan asked. I'm leaving because this was never an interview. It was an ambush. That's your choice, Strahan said. Run away if you want. I'm walking away from toxicity, Wahlberg said. He began removing his mic, his hands trembling slightly. You're making a mistake, Strahan said. The mistake was trusting this show, Wahlberg replied. Thinking this was a professional space. Everything's someone else's fault, Strahan said. Wahlberg turned back once more. No, Michael, I own my faults. But this mess, that's on you. Viewers will decide, Strahan said. Yeah, Wahlberg replied. And I'm confident in what they'll see. They locked eyes, neither willing to back down. Wahlberg set his mic on the chair and walked off without another word. Strahan watched him leave, expression unreadable. The studio stayed silent as the cameras lingered on the empty chair. One of the most explosive moments in morning show history had just unfolded live.